A starting point from my perspective would be owning the decisions. We will deal with whatever comes down from the state, but we're not going to let the state drive our primary mission or what our focus is going to be or what those 3 measurable goals are going to be. And I hear a lot of building leaders, a lot of district leaders saying, well, we're going to wait, and then once we find out what the state says, then we're going to move ahead. And we're just not going to wait.
The improvements in student learning are always aligned to the district goals. So everyone knows we're just working on 3 simple things. And I say that with a smile because they're not simple, but we keep it very simple so that the entire district is always in alignment.
Those 3 goals became what we did, how we did it, really orienting back to student learning and staying focused on exactly that. We really do believe that kids can learn and will learn if instructed properly, if the structures are set and clear, and the collaborative processes support the efforts of a group of teachers.
What we did is we said it's a non-negotiable. We're going to align our curriculum vertically and horizontally to the college readiness skills, and we're not going to touch it for 5 years. We have 3 instructional goals. They're quantitative, they're very rigorous, they're very lofty, and I bet if you talk to any teacher in any of our schools, they can tell you exactly what the 3 goals are. All of our buildings have time for professional learning, and we call it sacred time. We use that word specifically. No one else can touch it. We can't talk about fire drills or field trips during that sacred time. It has to be reserved for teachers working together on instruction and learning.
Part of our school day, we have common plan time. Prior to instruction, prior to even teaching a standard, we would have the conversation of what do we want kids to learn from this and what is this going to look like on an assessment. This helps students because everyone's on the same page. No matter who is giving the instruction, everyone has a really good, solid understanding of what that looks like and sounds like in the classroom.
One thing that assessment can give us is a sense of coming in the door, who are these kids? So the bulk of our time can be spent on teaching them, not coming up with reasons why it's tough to teach them. Why do we assess kids? Along the way, we have to have a sense of what's in the kid's head. Then at the end, we've got to be able to see what kind of effect our entire program has had on students.
Yes, we have the standardized assessments, but then we also have common collaborative assessments that our teachers develop and work on. And again, all that does is reinforce the teaching and learning that takes place. And so it's really important to weave the 2 together.
The day that we, as building level administrators, stop listening to our classroom teachers and what their needs are is the day that we will find our results out of alignment. And that is that they understand the needs of their students, they understand the needs of their team, they understand their own individual teaching needs, and we need to listen and respond.
Some of the keys are that you must insist on a staff that is both collaborative and accountable to each other, to the students, to the community. There's got to be a sense of something bigger than me as the person in my room that shapes the way that this happens. After those principles are established, there has to be an unwavering emphasis on getting the results to follow.
We spend a lot of time through our professional learning communities talking about what good teaching is. We believe that if that's happening in the classroom, if that's taking place with our students, then that will have good test results in the end.
The mindset started to shift between this was my class, my students, to these are now our students, and we support all of our students, not just the 25 we have in our classroom.
I believe that an entire community of teachers all pulling in the same direction is going to have a much larger system effect than one great teacher working in isolation. They need to help each other to all pull in one direction to help the kids get to the point that they can be the most successful.